and I said look at Jamaica said and allow the bit your mama so be say
o kan no yin
o ade follow no
Asempa FM
o follow no free SHS cross you be twem
waka so be twem
o so be twem masa yen ka do kre
John Mahama
after that no cause sala no ade kumase pole
Ghana Education Service and Secretariat over 100 over mama Hussein
mama me ho 85
the SEO Independence Square in Echi
obi the SEO Independence kwabrani and na tresika dem krofo gu bus pa be esa
Independence Square obi din krofo gu bus
we buka
how
so we make traffic to my sister station no broadcasting but I don't say adwuma na ya no
but that's a serious allegation
I'm telling you because of baby kwabrani and na tresika say ebi no esa
kwabrani ben no
se Ghana nsi ni mfani mano no me president eje yida ekoso Ghana ensi emmo ne president o pedinti ye nyina yemu no no kwa medi eje yida
na eno no ho eno
bi adwebodi wo bi adwebodi be kan ansa na ka Ghana
se obi afa nkofo kubasi
se obi afa nkofo kubasi kwaso koto for beti
eno ne the Minister of Education e ka kire Ghana
for idika be kan no se obo mo ho no bebiri edum kubasi so mezi hwe enura party bako
yes
or send the communicators asebo munka we had better ha also placement there is successful woman equal 75 to 80% name the ACO independence no be good placement anymore say that's all my me know so we are so be the bedabika
no but the point is say omo aba be gu ho a obi ne ba eye bema ya man girls school obi oba ya man boys school obi say
obi
of board in ya man day I don't know genuine concern
obi computer dey is a case obi e bema na obi oba I don't form on the profile here and the profile mistake so the computer is gibberish out
yes
school placement ko get information from WAEC so we can notice errors if it's obi ha or take it see shedi o shedi bema no shedi oba me yehumi obi was a problem bibia ye be di hojuma na nyumu na etwa hia ho no obo be twa hia ho uyi nipa 100 bia emu aduokunu obanya school na omum pe school na omonya no obanya program na omum pe program no omonya no otusu day ye the day na ma no enso se the upper body
na dwen asesa it cannot be say obi na asha da so anwo abegu so omonya de omoye no they have concern
they say nipa be bre wo muso a ya bobu pass on be de omoye
enti yenim say social statistics na said ye waka no nipa bebre na enya placement and almost your mompe Omaba be go Independence Square. How that whole thing was managed, especially Enra, to the extent who some for be trashy and all of that, no? Was it pleasant? Say, Oti ministry na Uti report na when ije.
TV now, I just there Name so nim the people body for be so ya. See SHS obi last year he fan here no.
Yeah, independence
one there. WBC. Last year independence one there. WBC. So because I do body when people body for be through Chroma on Tebase. COVID 2016 no problem Google na mu here. December near year placement no problem check here. We interview the year placement to 2016 or say we are 3 times it didn't go school till December. You're ready. 2017 the first time in over 10 years I have been school aboarding day students they continue students in a copy 2018 we copy 2019 you can say you be school Oshe Colorado exams now Obi your secondary school 721
yes
and Kola a sure exams no resource why release by abibiaye boko 520,298 520,000 uyi oma munya English enkuno maths enkuno nkunta enkuno frima omunye 38,355 etinye onipa 473,728 or say pay school ma beni wo kasa ene ya pay school ama nipa 428,775
no near schools or more choose
o mo na choose here I don't know choose about I had 90.5% of Enkola. Oma nya choose obu school a yehwe say o data ni na computer so yehu live nipa ba ko bia de ka ho a yehu 44,753 the do ka say ekofo it is also the nipa 473,000 co school now the nipa 428,000 will be a place o say ade ni nye obi the class be akọ say the kepe no and so betu catch up say menu mienu me the number we ma we eya na enye nyentina NDC for send them communicators message betu ready actual with the 2 PP communicators platform so dra obi o man be the send brem say ye ma basa no na enye news
no but
people say obi
yes
last year you way
Independence Square
WBC
Bibisa NC
this year you way
Independence Square
yeah the deeper bo ho bibi a otiasia delay
yes
o se there be otiatia e free say start ya dey ene me dey count to dwa obi a o se enye school o sesa no o de odo abado echusu ye a obi na echu school abado o fred no money in this time around they be catch it back say no kra na enye no kra enye possible so be o SHS be choose school above
but honorable the I don't know say a fixation with the fact say obi na sheshe eche trying to make the ministry unpopular no enye an escape route from because for example former coordinator of CSSPS meaning say unim na Dr. George Atabuatin unim no good wakase certain major changes within the system have contributed to the problems with student placement. Among the contributing factors, Dr. Atabuatin said could have been avoided. He highlighted the absence of a technical working committee, a supervisory body for the placement center, which has been dissolved since 2017.
Offer 2017 placement,
Muye placement.
What will be all?
Dabi.
2018 placement. What will be all? The general has a technical working committee. 18 day we have. Said I saw no career no cry.
Yes.
I go say the day about 2017 2018 it doesn't add up. It be a penny the juma bodo and ya me baba metu no ho me buy no ni ho it je MPP for the be the buy no ni ho
but technical committee they were in place there are
the technical committee if we say president for starting computer school placement and the technical committee the year no computer so and they say the independent placement and they say manual placement say Atabuatin you can say technical committee for the placing for there and then you know about 2 years the technical working committee there about 2 years what is the passion yeah president for Brensudo na Dr. Somuamu na ye abain na me ba office me small back sasu bensa so kobusa Dr. Somuamu because that software no e wo omu
yes
e wo abain say ye giant software ni use and this for akofan krofo for aba you bet you say software ni ho adwuma na musa max asubensa contract Dr. Somuamu office for Lagos na ni this ankomo we o say there be this ye bomu time answer because the no be assessor software dey between you use ya it obviously dey NSC
but Atabuatin makes the point apart from working committee
me say Atabuatin as a broker no on can me say the time no a technical committee no and a school
placement no but the point say there has been a clear route of staff who had been trained in various data processing tasks over the past 13 years. Mapamu omunyina.
Tell me, yeah, bay. On church me. On church me. The buy staff bakupe.
Yes.
You buy power. Staff bakupe. And then you need a free ho and send a meba. Other Director General call and you need a free ho. If he said no more investigation,
yes,
and no more cost, and yeah, MPP the be in free ho. CSSPS, the baby you be free ho. It is only a second from GS.
Yes.
Not GS is the second medal, so not only one ye need. It is data people now can Obobidi, no Musa Grofon say, Minister, I'm trying to tell you be there. Obobidi.
But the point is, if indeed, says
in fact, for no question is I will say, because you might can end from.
Yeah.
And they say, now, do a contractor. On yes, Edgeman, no one technical working group of Ghana Education Service. And a company, any call for, you buy a new by your Juma or Akanaxa. It's in the correct that. Said, clear routing of staff on the staff crew. Because NDC had given computer school placement to a private company to operate. It's your job.
But the point is, and this is a quote attributed to him directly. Say, as I speak to you today, with the exception of the secretary, all of them have been transferred. If you go to the secretariat now, we have new faces. It is only the secretary who is old.
When is secretary? Me call CSSPS. Hold on. Because Ghana Education Service they manage it. On Chevy. And I'm saying on Chevy the power of our same member to put me buy my be in the on Chevy.
Base obi one second man na time aso. Na say him say o play critical role e department.
And also define what do you mean by critical role, because computer placement that here can.
Yes.
Yeah, they are not private company. That is better here.
Okay.
It is secretarial staff will be on our GS. That GS or promotion and that baby, you didn't come baby. What a fact computer placement obey. Maybe they make a note, yes. Okay.
But
I tap what to do. So graves we are. Oh, my community. So why the pamuno? Why the dear free themselves? Time year by NT.
Much change software amode placement no.
What is software?
For this year?
The first time in the history, 90% have been placed. Software today. It is a Toyota. Now them go to Mercedes Benz and look at
no, and you me question and me say
what
software for this year?
Say Toyota.
Yes.
No, me use Mercedes Benz. O say me buy my packet Toyota go to Mercedes Benz to buy money.
Obianka so why money?
Even if
software
yes, the software has been changed for a better software. I'm telling you, all of these statistics are about we. All of these statistics are about we. 2016, so I said be why for the self-placement. Ask them. There was nothing like self-placement. They took internet so called checking. 2016, year placement, no more science, first round, no more second round, no more third round. December, maybe go school. Didn't happen in 2017. Didn't happen in 2018. As we speak, 90% of people have been placed either through automatic placement, which was 74% of the people. Nipa 100 be a computer the place is 74. That Obi, who school nanya mark 74 a day.
It's a pass. What pass?
Automatic.
Yeah.
Nipa Akado 26% na Akado. Only self-placement. So say Nipa 122,000 also is self-placement. Only 44,000 in Yanye.
Self-placement. Self-placement, is it a function for just this year? And as last year?
Last year they started.
But say last year software and you use.
I make us say. Last year for only the last 2 years, but last self-placement in your.
Okay, last 2 years, not self-placement.
So minister.
Yeah.
We are improving software.
And what was wrong with the software last year, you know? And I was almost a son for this year.
Yes, and yet what was wrong? Contractors so expire.
Okay.
Yeah, bidding. We hear bidding. We hear last year they were part of the bidding process.
Okay.
From contract metro. From contract metro. Yeah, bidding. Man go for soul sourcing. You call for my bidder. any omomunye bida.
Okay.
4 companies.
Okay.
And they tender. Oma obusi omuna na ya ndakofo no buka ho. Not time for we come home. Not 2 other companies come home. And we evaluation team it's last. And they got the best software. I'll tell you what has happened. And I make just say 90% of the people have been placed.
And the company being winning this bid process are okay.
You found a BK Grant.
BK Grant, a Ghanaian company.
A Ghanaian company, fully 100% Ghanaian company. None of the 4 look at a foreign company anyway.
Okay, all the 4 were Ghanaian companies.
Yes.
And a BK Grant winning. At what cost?
Less than 1 million cities.
Less than 1 million Ghana cities.
Yes.
And the whole software,
the whole thing,
managing it and everything with their own staff.
Yes.
For how long?
For 1 year.
Okay, I'm going for this year.
This year.
Not
we
next
have
year.
to renew because a management contract. If we continue next year, we will sit down and negotiate management with them.
And up until now, we are satisfied with your money so far.
100%. Let me tell you the problem that arose. Last year,
okay.
Last year, say how many days they could down on Nita, and how many times they could hacking into the system on Nita. Last year, we had to go and bring different software developers to come and help. If people want to know the truth. If people want to know the truth, Musa, this year, there are different modules of the software. Automatic placement are placing nearly 75% of the people. Monday and you may.
Yeah.
Ekoka Tuesday Anopa, we realized that school sleep just started free secretariat. Yes, and to headmistress free. Or see, all of a sudden, overnight, 97 more students have been placed in Yas and Toa. Broke capacity. Parental College, 47. Holy Child, Achimota, Wesley Girls. So, self-placement had been breached
by.
There are people yet we catch your for attempting to come into the system. It be free Ukraine, it be free Russia. We'll show it to you. People trying to be mischievous. So they protect the system with different firewalls. It doesn't mean that people are not trying. And then the moment we have self-placement category A schools we choose here. Which shouldn't be available. It needs after automatic placement, it is a category A.
Available for self-placement. Obi fani day employee.
Okay. Well, I place that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, all category A schools are being filled. Deeper 22,000 plus had within a few hours chosen those schools.
In the who said the system has been compromised.
Director General came out.
Yeah.
So for the self-placement, Abba down. Because there has been a problem. Within 24 hours, we brought the system back on. Annulled everybody because school be my maximum number of students will be and a program be so yes science ebia Parental college I be for the 1,000 science for you 500 arts for you 250 visual arts for you be 50. All of a sudden, after automatic placement for category 1 schools, science no cry through self-placement, Obi want to be unqualified because the mass no cry high. I wear in your school 97. Abba, yes, what would you do? So person who Obi also call school be a self-placement be yes say
yes
to the self-placement form there. Obi say on the form who see actual self-placement. Why who track also? Why who date also go school also?
Oh, okay.
Correct to say Obi or self-placement. What's the actual guso mama copies? What's the actual eguso automatic placement or self-placement or your green tracker now or your gold tracker? Yeah, true. That also go school. Yeah, true. So the only management decision that was taken was that Obia Okoye self-placement
within that period
annul it. obia
enti enu ntine ma omo ekwaje prospectus eto nneoma de omo makọ e head snake say
wo kra ko school won tem ja wo ba mo yo what place
head snake so mo ntimi nje wo
because ye why pay no head no the portal do obehwe no eni hobio. That is the brilliance of the system. It you call you know we do self placement do call ya the prospectus ba o tu e o buy no dini because headmaster no so roll you or your system headmasters no so hwe. Well, head portal. It is a jewa, a place where there was our head portal also. It's your corner or do form the man no cost system so do check it digitally. It's your call no headmasters portal also view.
But only an inconvenience to me without no fault of mine.
Yes. But obi I break into the system and the restore. It's yenja the sana obi. Should say you do career. Now say here to go back now go break ko wiesika na ye chiwa ye be punish you beboa so of course you don't vote down now nim there because light off what had happened is na nke this is microphone to be co place you in school in the first place oba co place you crowd that broso yasantoa baba example prep 47 yasantoa we can give you even more data. We have found it out. What remedial action? You go football don't be sure go run in Sasha. You go VAR. You disallow goal. Yes or no?
Yes.
So be sure go that's it. And foul that basa you go VAR. You go no be. Why? Because ultimately you want to do what is right. They also cost to home and also and yet they were far a quite boneso. But there was a breach into the man into me here day. Because the people that said to chroma actually was say free education. I hope it's also you. Last year it happened, and this year it has happened. But this year we have recovered. Who breach the clear will be some schools you free self placement because they shouldn't be there in the first
place.
And the just schools there so be answer and go choose school up.
Into a more through self placement, for example, within that period, the copy in Fantapem and I asked Antoine said you're okay. Or sign back now or to schools now. Yes, Antoine Fantapem will not be available
because they shouldn't have been available to him or her at the first instance.
It is a Makoji prospectus at Tonioma. Maybe I'm a self placement and make call
Norma Bensa.
Oh, so what Tonioma would you say
on Asempa FM?
To said day.
Nioma what prospectus?
Because and normal school specific, no school in the demand. So decided.
Yes.
School uniform, school cloth, house jersey, school the demand. It's the other toy, and the other be draws abeshe, pants abebo, pampas abe katauto, and la konji and no put with the school bia. And you're restricted to Fasapim. What in the picture? And normal specific to school. School in the demand. You don't form. It is all to a bucket, and I got to a seminar, and I got to a chaliwati, and I got to the Okotoya. What will the coast school be?
Inti yenim say at the Independence Square. Jumedi no egusua ekoso. In the end, say me what is happening there? Then no more houses here.
A deal also be
a solution center.
It would do us a bar. Yes, you'll be on for the placement forms. But Obi, I didn't depend on how kind of create.
Yes.
I check Ghana for crowd TV so. Obi how see a nyabi, onyashi. I don't mean or the studio be. Papa be draw. Or say you the back or to say.
It could see on
the school. I feel no patch up. People about for who's a computer and no P word shade that they had to see it. It's then your affair. Say Papa Penny, bet with dear Bufu, a dear Tibidi, a free door de Baba, not Baba Row studio. Now for your bebo at the end of the head. No, and then no see, and then we drew a dream. We do not maybe the bar trains, no much the office. But when the Wesley girls, but when you Achibota or start here or say the answer my intuition Achibota dear mammy. No Colani Jina. And I'm saying, Ubana, when ya Wesley girls no. Ubia diwa unya Wesley girls are the raw score, Ubano Jina Hono. Higher than Ubio. Because the people do between one and one. but one no say be 90% and they be the 60.
Yeah.
It's the wrong score say they ehwe. And then we said in no nya. Yes, Wesley girls. I'm say unu nya no. When they nya higher raw score, I say me. And then we busa the mammy say when say when they choose Achibota now, I say me and me choose here. When you say Wesley girls and they Achibota and the same category schools. It's a collab when you Wesley girls body. When you Achibota day because who choose who day school, you see remember be out here. A collab remember be out here or the Achibota. That's Sabi. When you Wesley girls don't you Achibota? 18,000 people. And the plans will be quite water. Wakolano, Nimojanu, no catch and mammy say, oh, one choose to Achimota day. Mammy say, okay, I can't to Achimota and Achimota of you. I say, I can't help it. I can't help it. It is solution center. It is a Colabia or say, or your bar or Koshi, you shady Bema.
Asempa FM.
It is solution center with the bar. Ye beji. What you say? Ye be local office. Ye be go here. How you meet me do school be? The headmaster be din komo and I say the protocol for be din komo because I did protocol.
Yeah.
You need me din komo near friend wash baby. And just said the whole trial say we be the third choice school. I would want to choose here. We say yes son of father call the first choice school. So be saying you be the first choice school. You see that's Ubia is starting here as I'm sorry called secondary school of Ghana from 1960. And see that so be in your school first choice open. You see.
But for these challenges I will come because any run me statement or communications director the buyer call Vincent Asefua now or parents solution centers nationwide in regional capitals will meet me ako. Why yesterday I didn't know.
Yeah last week it
didn't know be a free in the region
and you'll be a neighbor, a beautiful baby, a beautiful the regional one, solution center, those ever so eastern region, it be a solution center, local food and one someone or Baha a better. But I guess you are too at the call center number in Atuja again. Yeah, education, free status for education again. And Professor Frey, and then be a cost of Ghana and Independence Center. Omomuti paga obetu abaho omomuti wa obetu abaho. Yes, it ye be 16 solution centers and you open the bill. You will call number 0307007777.
Asempa FM.
Ofra Crofotio wupo anaju 8 badopa epo anaju 8 yeti Crofo if you say enye there obi timan obi say dey do want man achiado obi o ha genuine because say nipa na be independent square odo nipa tell be na enye school dada obi e free here go check it
emu 9 enye school dada
o person osesa no and that's when you dey o person osesa no ko body and now with your visual arts o person change ko business
ba sa avenue no wo sen ko for be ya
change has to say ko school ho edi has to say unyan krado wutete unkrade ana ya beboa edi ha because enye na choose you who be your exams na choose your person we ye and don't choose school person and our week the files no CSS
yes
and a CSS PS for load here and do software the full realm and the nipa 100 bia a passes are you na 74 and your schools now choose you know category A, category B, category C, category D, the pure day school. Yes, we be me and sana. Say choose day school a bewo. Baby bad one to be a now boarding schools they can one pa.
You bet me what to.
And now see what I choose and now choose body Wesley girls. And when you Wesley girls body and then you what a deal. Obi body banners placement center.
Honorable CC Ape GS and Kasa timetable on the bar, Green Track for no Echo School. That's Monday, Enra Monday mebo ene Tuesday yimum
ene
Tuesday na was a green track for Nico School good it is here obi a onya ni placement I was say over green track no be den
I didn't do onya ni placement I don't know who so green track so onya placement
no so mo egu e ho na
and enya be fault ena ojira ho una wo se wo mpe school nya se yenya school ma obi pese me head because you obi a wanya achibota free ho e di obi o se the second choice we choose ope achibota na me ko yire de ko achibota na de wa achibota so asebe me ka chere
placement
but you understand you better say obi o person ko school be choose school obenya school de bia benya kwai wo school me medjuma no but we can catch us say vacancies are hard.
On Asempa FM.
Nipa qualified to go 512,000. Vacancies at schools they declared 520,000.
Inti enye challenge infrastructure na any hunting as
infrastructure. Vacancies no.
Vacancies for
infrastructure. Challenge is a choice. Ghana I did the secondary school yesterday. Choice. Mean to be kokada so te wa ko school ni na wo wa. Aka se na be ka chebe. Eti Ghana you do secondary school you free Nampaduri, or free Ilubu, you free Aflawo, you free Hamley. It we choose school me person me call. Last year E-blocks and what chi and the declare school placement I call be a juicy
8 ni where they are aware
school choice list na the other year me say feminist say I say it's a president because she's a Ghana for monka yeswa madwen say alam refi onya opportunity so basic secondary school no o say the obesi day secondary school and obi bwa eso Ghana 80% come boarding school. It's not a listening government. Kabesi day school. Obeko ko say day school omurem. Ofa yen ko round there. Day school be a see ye wo the Columbia ayeba. They see a Columbia say ni pentimi nkoka ntimi nkobia eda ho. Begwa. Some go round. You free tabali ko daboya bakusi fifini free bibli sisio
but say no so no forward thinking government be out so
what you say so the day
sidometries one any boarding
me say the policy so drink Ghana ho and onim profile Ghana for person go school obum person mu ko
Asempa FM
day schools
bebre afi da yesi dormitories amano o kompa ha yesibi o ko drombo so yesibi
community day schools
the secondary ka ho enra obi bakusi banka lovely school polite menko o si boarding dormitory ka ho glad people here ebeko enne ono be ka che say bibinye ede
Ekosi saying on Asempa FM.
Obi say 30% loso. Kwame obi e kan kro ma o. Enya mi na be 30% o. Abi do ba public school. At the admission category A school.
Okay.
Enya mi na be you. Na evo ho be to e friend the catchment area. Na mom na wo tibi ko bi here ni ba bi tibi ko catchment area. Escafo no awuma feli en na sadi wuma ka catchment area. Now this is a catchment area. Now the best schools are in Cape Coast. Then collect them Cape Coast Secondary, Cape Coast Junior High School, into Cape Coast School. To be Tibia now will be also a social democrat. No, better radio. So we should cancel that 30%. We were now we favor Monko Amo. We favor here for Ukroma. You buy them big 30%. You know, I'm saying in the catchment area, in the catchment area, China. After all, school is a public school.
Yes.
It's Ghana ni bia ba. What say cross? Until cross down. Unim de beke. Do kwankra be fa twa akonye nsu adum anya bia dware. Kwa be namfo abenye school bi kra akọ esua de. Sakura the board ho de ye mboa no. Don't to be go school papa de bi. 2017 ye ba abai mu. Imani for your publication. said the best schools have been left for the elite. And then say 30%. Near changing the here for Kobia. Imani for Saturday the Ama here for school. Kosi koda.
Imani for Akasa.
And Saturday Wednesday would say she back on the wa. Commodity Saturday. News for commodity. Yeah, they are straight. Ghana for and we catch a president or see a ninka. 2017 January publication. We see elite schools no. Which is the 55 schools. Escafo Pedeco near destroy public education. And then you're changing 30% that your public school formula. Musi a day. Ubi be crowd was there. Yenja no be risk Pedenco. Umukano. You cannot radio nuso. Ghana ni. It's disgraceful. Yenja Nescafo Pedeco school. Oh, person tell him not tell the sikam. No, then back to Dubai, don't make it home. Then the Mabesa see also. On person creating opportunity for hearing. And that I never call that do chill with you as no. Because your Baba Ghana, you know. Until Krayo. Educate overseas. Oh, you have opportunity to go to school. Oh, you have opportunity to go to school. And you want independence of
the say on a
center no. So be the problem omra. Meboa. Be. Identity yes sir. If say you see Ghana for o mo ko ho chirem ne boa wo mu. Obi so the body ni be so say me fa 20 cities 50 cities bankrofo. Mo ko ti adam mu ni eni etware.
In general in trashing ni na e fake.
No be a fake.
Omo e collapse yen.
Yes, maybe a fake.
En kolanketin no.
Now I didn't know they are collecting the back because it was. I didn't know so they are collecting the back.
I saw a school.
Wait the school. See, I may buy. Obi minimum pa wa better the office. And me buy we in school. Miss Witis up and me kuku. I didn't buy in school. But she now money be no so obo kasa no odu dia obi yama obi result slip only the placement form that because only be pretty placement form when you school.
Okay,
so it's here.
Yeah.
It's in the normal issue directive say obi oba solution center be offer the placement form mra. But if we say
you could see
check your results now go check your place sir. Where your automatic placement now site no do self placement now grade na unya no say if I say between 13 and 18 schools there that category 13 and 18 now
will pop up
now it shows up a board in now per day now we what you see now show program I was school now what you see now busa say confirm no me so and so na be your pretty placement for at the end we go back so we could a placement for when you school. What was that? Yes, Oba Solution Center for placement for bra. Over Oba didn't know the couple. Me catch up a pay. Cooperative placement for bra. Clever about the bra. The body better. The placement for independent. I'm saying pretty placement for Independence Square. But be ako check it so where your place no why they pretty because go fetch I don't pretty placement from number I go Independence Square view and I'm saying catch me so school never was no and you know what you see who papa that you I say I chose it at this age you buy one kind of crunch I don't know how you are bringing it
on Asempa FM
akola na obeko secondary school no den tro and now started ni papa e ba no I say your man the body place. Within 5 minutes, I'm going to go for placement. Man, I'm going to the placement from Oba. Obi, and you put a placement from Munya school. And I'm going to say 90.5% of the people have been placed in schools.
In schools. Honorable Matthew Opoko Prempe and no aiding Komeko Science Sony on the Minister of Education. This is Uadrintra messages no Fabrain 0546 382 287 0546 382 287.
Obi,
Honorable.
Not be casting. Schools and any choice that's about
yes.
in Colorado choose the obope maybe it usually school be Wesley girls nipa 510
vacancies
vacancies on the double track 510 nipa 4,990 the choose here
as one first choice and I say all choices.
Wesley girls you choose second choice I'll be brave. Kumasi secondary technical we didn't do it choose you.
But it's about
37,000 school day 50%. 1,200
KSTS,
the largest in the country. I didn't go for choose KSTS because it will crew. Some say will crew. It cars be very far. I say Anglican school. Anglican secondary school about 29,000. But no, we make secondary school Anglican. I will come as no be Anglican. And now say improving facilities for Anglicanity. They say about 29,000 is the first choice school. It is our schools when you now Wesley girls are buying because of double track it. I buy you see 2 dormitory and the rehabilitation of the classrooms. Koso Holy Child 476. Nipa 4,500 or I buy you see 2-story dormitory or rehabilitated classrooms. It is schools in now for KSTS 37,000. I buy AC 18 unit classroom block and then 3-story dormitory. I buy all planning for the future, no. Here's the school that see maybe you'll be a some crossing the great because a much now we have a catch and say that you see schools today.
But our school dying now because I'm on and also about this whole program.
I saw because
numbers
I saw because me said last year 8 the year ready.
Yes,
the count
student be interested in the man for Bianco. They are still idling.
They were idling this year. Said they come. And so baby, what baby nipa bebre wono. I bend the nipa tino. Ebi ni kobi domi kwabenya. Ebi ni kaswa bako. Ebi ni frafraha. Ebi ni pakoso. So is there buso.
Asempa.
It's all your planning. Now we are planning yeah. Utimi hu baby awo hu hia wo. The whole do rusika e dey e ko hye.
In the formula the way to go should have been some model schools, no?
Yes. Greater Accra and now some schools the CC yache now Accra yina che dinti only say Accra the number of day students highest in Greater Accra than anywhere. 76% of the people going to schools in Accra High, Laboni, Presec, Was, Accra girls didn't way e o crew 50 for domi kwabenya ka ho fa ka ho for dogono ka ho fa chemu ka ho. That is the planning. It is all here. Abai now usika and subibi also here. Now we are. I say utu bunashe South schools.
You could see saying on Asempa FM.
Ubi Wesley girls. You buy them for less than 400 and now 400 and something. Ubi said Wesley girls. Now all of a sudden, if we 400 now for the 1,000. We be a holy child for 476 now for 900. Na nipa bebre nya school on person money dey epe aye dey akọ but it's a social democracy you see in choice ni but we catch say o person catch say here for koso here room only say boarding school e boy here for chairs kafo only say dey cause obi o ha sabi cutlery only be the first year secondary school obi o ha first time o say shoe. And then the issue about food was all secondary school. We are all bought tie. First time we bought tie at secondary school. It is all say you chat boarding school ni ma. Now person can tell here for them cause we here next ka for man.
Honorable, despite in sema ya Kenya so far. Say me ya Ghana ni na me hu say ya started program be since 2005 for almost because from 2005 till now
you see saying on
I hit 15 years and you roll out the CSSPS program. That's a year in year out you challenges say it means say you making progress.
So just CSSPS that will kill us for country. Answer the CSSPS but not secondary school for you then obi the secondary school for a day and F. Catch me. Now headmasters never share them. No more share results though physically.
Yes.
And they are
Asempa FM.
to bet what the why for private college second choice. Men foul. Every credit because grade 1 with distinction. Obo most school be to be a chair, no a chair because that was a pick your card where we and only a pay. No me and someone can no me fan to send him.
No, I am not questioning.
Beba. Eti ye pro. Nipa 512,000. I can say the BC channel. I cost 721 schools no. And therefore system na no one.
Yeah.
Therefore resources no good them. Nanko for Baba selected. We need to see Wesley Girls first choice 5,000. Now it was an action. And when you have technology, who says you can do that?
Asempa FM.
But the main culture they say LBTDU. People forget. 18,000 people because of choice chose Achimota. Whereas in any other country, of course, secondary school will be out. What you are saying is a community Achimota catchment area and the Beko Achimota school. And it's not possible in Ghana because 80% of our good schools, if we are flower, Kosi Elubu, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers from the sea, check and see. Vast part areas of the country need secondary schools. And that's what we create, Papa. Over say because you war ability, Kosi Kabili. Ghana, and to Kosi West Africa, the BNC was West of Ghana, because of our choice into boarding schools. Ghana pay in our old school rivalry and what secondary school any university. Adija. Because we didn't be fee, your corporate pay will be fee. Brekum, if you come say, will be free Kitakrachi, will be free Obosumase, will be free in Cry, will be free Aflawo, ye near prep college. Ye real school near Nimbe will be fee. Ye be saying ye corporate college. It's in there, national science and math.
You see, say on Asempa FM.
You don't know the tribal differences. Purposely done, constructed because of boarding system. I'll totally oppose anybody who says good boarding school or person did to cover Ghana. It's your one or Volta regional or Beko school of Volta regional. Unim shibio. Ukuninia unkanekasa udimu. And so there be nentisa. You will go for a free south to Muko school na Vrungo. What is that? A big or tamale. What is that? Because empty Magana a cohesive unit.
The rationale behind the deployment of technology to fix this problem, no, Obiaje too. But the Americans say, "Yentimin perfectly for after 15 years."
You are not going to get the perfect system till you do certain things.
Things,
my example, Chemu Odogono, Anglican secondary school, Drobo secondary school.
Yes.
Nobody wanted to go to
Asempa FM.
They were in the inner city. But they were run down. Right? Now we're inner city, and so now I say, I buy or see a model schools. Yeah, the infrastructure, course schools.
Saying on Asempa FM.
The lot of those schools. So the Ministry of Education, conference and I meet here, Subia, Anglican Hall, Assembly Hall. You are building facilities. So they can say every district, you are building to high standards. And Kolana best start a day. I call Drobo secondary school category A because the Kofu go. That me call or here when you be because you for the currency. Or so call president Kofu school is say dipe buso. Obia pa de pa. It's your corner teachers bungalows, teacher for your baby, daddy or papa be or we were in Colana call you. And now I'm saying in Columbia, which 8 secondary schools, they CC E blocks, and brand new. Then the president could get traffic today, brand new. Mumsa and Colasa. Me, I'm not teaching from call because of choice. And no matter what you do, your computer system now will be banned. It cannot allocate 100%. Because for 37,000, then you see 18,000 and 5,000, then you see Wesley girls. They can only take 500. It will computer system better than 5,000. You can question 500.
And what it means, they say year in year out, you have problems.
That is the improvement is on the self placement. While choose the school up, and we have to also bring the parents into the situation. So when they do say or choose school, you have to be involved. Otu akwale saram said the akoka the nchia gugurem. No befia also akori obi and they will be the tire bodo if they will be akori obi badge. Now they don't the nchia so. So the boko school parents and your responsibility say every time boko kubu se teacher say be bado go school no or dey there no. Anani say yenko ye parents no yenko school yenko busa ye ba se. Ni e jam teacher for e choose schools am ye ba. The first time I hear confront a banner and the results about our placement. Now, I say, oh, choose in that period, do ya, obeti excuses. I do crew. Placement for me. Yeah, now far. Our forces sector. Now, when the cars of our forces, the teacher, they throw away. No, I don't papa way. I'm very interested. So, was school we japade kese ade
abayi. Ekosi saying on Asempa FM.
And you see can do one day. E bi class of the japade ye dey. O japade ade abayi kese ni oba. Eti bo ni ni oba le chida di o ye no hu. I be at the office don shiri. Ne ba do ba busa na de papa de kan de akora de kan dey different. Ne busa ba says ye nye ko chusi udi bisa de. Obi okọ school Cape Coast be up at this and now St. Augustus the fancy pep. Holy Child, Wesley girls.
Yes.
What is the second choice school which Ghana National?
Ghana National.
Okay.
Third Agri Memorial.
Third Agri Memorial. It is your own numbers. Because Ghana National. People say they offer Ghana National 35,000 or place for only 850. You develop a 12-unit classroom block in a single dormitory.
Honorable to
it was never going to happen in the circumstance that we are. So you are developing more better facilities in our schools across the country. We will never get a situation where the kids will choose those schools.
Now, Obenya.
What's that?
Me say where the kids will choose those schools and get the schools.
So you start here, Obi. We see there are 721 schools.
Yeah.
They declare 520,000, but only 512,000 qualified to go to schools. Right?
Yeah.
Had full results.
Yeah.
And only 473,000 qualified to go. Potentially, there will be schools with empty places.
Yeah.
It's in a double track, recreating all the schools.
Schools, yes, I get you.
Over 300 schools, a single track. About 300 and something, double track. Because of this same choice problem.
But is it possible, say Honorable, to avoid the annual ritual? There be problems with the system, no? Say the choice factor. Because the parents,
we educate. The parents should get involved. Obey who give the money. Obey school said they will perform you. Obi nim the person to perform you. Oh, junior high school.
Yes.
The answer see the bad school no kujum. Na obeba na akula no driver akofa akula no kofi.
Yes.
Na akodidi. Eti akula no kro nim the performance. Akula na what you see Wesley girls.
Ekosi say on Asempa
FM. Was the offer said they also didn't call Wesley girls who walk to the walk of shop. I got to the wash them and Sauni D. I was a friend. I called them, mommy. I know Frank. First question, Busa Colada. Or resource there, Unyano. I bet you'd walk Wesley girls. I said, no, uncle. I was the gender that was, I said, but Wesley girls was my dream school. I called her and said, oh, Jimmy. And I said, what can I do for you? Uncle, find me a good school. The papa uncle Busa the chin that I could fill in the form. And the papa of 25 times a day. It's why bad I mean you them for about it.
Na me fa obanenko.
Me wan ka could the teacher adifa fa pem ne papa. So I was so there papa. Can you make us say akolawi Wesley girls there nana emande fa ho.
Because onya grade now they be.
Onya grade now they be kohodo. Me boss could be the second one can say be compare. We bring offer school year what do to ya.
Yeah.
Kebia Kobinya. The parents should get involved and know their kids' ability for the schools they are competing.
Honorable, my main kind messages, Kaka. There are some other issues in the sector. What's your any and Como? My kind messages, Kaka. Nafe ya twaso ekosi saying Sony. Ewa sempa 94.7 FM. Ini your say bonsu. Many Honorable Dr. Matthew Opoko Prempe, Minister of Education and Edin Como. We Efri Julius Agahoa and Tahiro Moa Sawas. You see Obi. The truth is that the GES and NAPO can't fix 1.2 million people into 578 schools. Okay, the schools are more than 721 actually. They got away with it in 2017 because it was only the first year that got choked. 2018, they had to implement double track. What's the plan for 2019? Frustrate the kids and parent and manage the media. These are some of the reasons why they closed the so-called NDC and then media houses. Okay, and I say hashtag 2020 change the bar change. Charlie, I'm for so the opinions be about.
Wow, who be did the okay? From the Hobey.
Yeah, was it 2017? Now you one level into managing.
Obi schools very changing. And young people from Kwan change your mouth.
Yeah, but
free SHS.
But is there no sense in the point to make it say in 2017 lay one stream just form one and then you free enjoy free senior high into mutimi manage 2018 about two streams. Hold on,
2018
about two streams, so you have to introduce double track. 2019 or some strategy then to keep up with the numbers.
Don't be me I press conference and kind of strategy. So say Kolana Coast could you Nicola Ejo Secondary School 473 now. So when you know it's higher than any time that the NDC was in power. Their largest number of the starting school was less than 310,000. And you could move 3 years now school fees 22% are falling out. I said ready. NDC never know to be here. Kasa because of politics to Kasa school. Even Buakonta. Our progressive free SHS for 2 years over to be on the other. Well, you see, for me, crack, share this is a crack, the crack. If I share this is a. So I confirm that Burkina Faso or Ethiopia. Obi na be ka kwaya. Just they continue 207. That's what I'm working at.
Honorable Larry Dogo.
Me NDC for and then I'm the that be madam in a fatu baby. Obu handing over those.
Ekusi saying on Asempa FM.
Ene omu kebi.
Larry Dogbe said, following his logic, no government should build new schools. Existing schools should just be expanded with additional buildings, whether there are land or not. His choice, his choice of words and general posturing is amazing. Saying the kids and parents who are collapsing and being rushed to hospitals in ambulances are faking it is very it's very disappointing and disrespectful to the ambulance service staff who are trained paramedics to know who is pretending. NAPO is a medical doctor.
Answers the fact that NDC, including his own party, asked people to go and cause that problem.
But that is an allegation you are making.
Yes, what he's saying is the allegation he's making, or whatever, or the posture, or whatever.
Say be sure with Facebook.
Oh, Kabi Mano. So many the original.
No, me say ABR.
Oh, you mean the original? On this matter.
So there are some other messages. Okay, this one says, why is the solution center only in Accra and any Accra where they can Accra. Thank you nonetheless. Nana Kwesi Kumsin. We say Obi, good afternoon. tell Honorable that the propaganda is too much and it's just not working anymore. Tell him people fainted yesterday, and that's the absolute truth. The ad hoc projects are simply too much. The MPP government lacks planning, and that is why we are where we are today. They have failed woefully, and they should prepare to admit defeat come 2020. Please ask Honorable, when are they going to post teachers who passed their licencia exams? Eric Tetefroku. Yeah, I think a message.
But since when did NDC talk well about teachers or think well about teachers? Mommy, under John Mama's rule. I did about teachers and Papa. Can you tell me? NDC has no moral right to talk about teachers. Employ teachers. 3 months pay policy. You buy billions of arrears. Teacher did not call 8 months, 9 months, no. Or 3 months pay the betrayal. A responsible government came to pay the teachers. Why the teacher training allowance? Even for the teachers in self-upgrading, you're improving from diploma to degree. You restore teacher training allowance. We have employed up by the end of September. We have employed 65,000 teachers. Has NDC got any moral right to talk about teachers?
But I'm on a year conversion of training colleges into colleges of education. It happened under them.
It happened in what way? In what way? What were the colleges doing? Before the colleges, they were doing diplomas.
No, but almost started process. You cannot discount almost
degree. Diploma for the Kradam employment. 3 months. Most of the allowance. And I said, look at Jamaica. I said, allowance the big chips. Your mama was your best.
O kind of way.
Oh, are they? Follow no.
Asempa FM.
Follow no. Free SHS cross your big chip.
Wakaso be chim.
Also be chip. Massa yen kadu kre.
John Mahama.
After that, the causes are no. Are they? Kumasi Poli. Safi de watiase. Oh, you found the cre. Oh my! You feel the big pay chantro and their dada would ya. They be him here, no. By medical to I did assembly C, no. Director General of Ghana Education Service and conform breaching into the self-placement.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, statement. Why, one kind of crunch Ghana for. The end here hiding. You restore the catch a Ghana for. You not reason why Oma breach the buy no Omu place you no. Why we cancel it? We get sure say Ubia Audrey vote because asa. Na yebo also say NDC for Oma employ a graduate teacher in 4 years. I there sumu 4 years have the right to talk about favoring even education. They don't understand.
For teachers are passing license, and when are they going to be recruited?
They've got the financial clearance. We've got the financial clearance. GS has advertised. So I don't know what you are talking about.
Oh, GS,
adverts. So we know yes. And everybody will free diploma training institution. One pass the national service.
Yeah.
Why the licenses are so pass it. I will need receipt to school. Women employed.
Okay. Why is this? Because many messages will be from teachers.
You see, Director General, uploading for the last 2 years. Who upload certificates in United?
Yes,
and they are doing it.
Because why would they now be sending messages?
Well, you need messages in teacher for.
My mentor some kind messages take a canafe share other issues where he say, good afternoon, I sincerely wish many issues can be discussed without any insinuation and reference to the former government officials, especially the former head of state, John Mahama, uncle in Takrade, they are or no Ediaba.
Okay, no more John Mahama tweety.
O tweety far a day.
No maybe
We say, Obi, the NDC are even enjoying the free SHS than we, the NPP. My junior brother got aggregate 10, but did not get any of his preferred schools, and now trying to do self-placement. But they always rubbish the policy at any given time. Ghana, George Quatten, Ewo Adenta. We say, Obi, good afternoon. We know there are challenges with the computerized placement of students, but the people of Ghana must give the government some credit for the speed with which it's addressing the challenges. There are challenges, yes, but I am not sure the government is sleeping. Good afternoon to Champion NAPO and Educhum Obi Hukeka Ewe Kropon Onodi Ode Abreye Eni. Okay, this one says that Obi tell Honorable NAPO that no forward-looking government will build a secondary school in the center of a town. Almost all secondary schools were built at the outskirts of towns, including Achimota School at the time it was built. NDC didn't bus anybody to the Black Star Square. It is never true that President Mahama said he would cancel the free senior high school. Fred Agbenyo, they
are building out of town.
Schools, man.
You are building inside town. You block the CW comedy. They are outside town. He block the seekers one day outside town. He block that is see from the day outside town. Yeah.
We say the issue at hand is multifaceted. The affected parents cannot purge themselves of this nemesis. Some parents do not even take the trouble to check the strength of their kids vis-a-vis the schools and courses they choose. Obi, for me, the simple solution to this perennial problem of school placement in our senior high schools is that government should consider upgrading at least 2 schools in the various districts to the standard of a first-class school to meet the status of the Achimotas and the Infantipems. After that has been done, GES must make it compulsory for pupils to choose those first-class schools as their first choices within their catchment area. That would at least reduce the unnecessary pressure we are seeing today. You would agree with me that no parent would want their children to attend a village school. Check the number of enrollment in Mahama's E-blocks, which were predominantly built in forest areas. Say Obama.
The first secondary school be JEA Mill Secondary School Central.
Yeah, the Ogomo Outram.
Yeah, the see, the headmaster be your friend Lovey.
Yeah,
Nanipa 435 no. Yeah, this could have been some like 35.
I can't 35. Ewo Ogomo Outram ho.
For check it.
Hey,
that a good.
Say student in Koho. And I said they
went to be on sustained school.
Now say no there was sustained school.
And one was on the Colacco school. You see, you can't attack the government from both sides. And the headmaster didn't Colado. And yeah, why they didn't Colado. And Colana and Echo. And Colana could choose school when you're not for you blame more by and I blame.
Honorable, we say a free senior high school which has denied over 200,000 student access to the school since it started 2017 and has also brought so much suffering and disappointment to parents and their ward. Is this what Honorable Minister says we should commend government for? Until we get serious as a country and face realities, these problems in our education will be with us for long. Charles Nyame was Okay. We say, Obi, ask the minister about some of the students who had their results withheld. What happens to us? We want to be in school too. I am Kwame in Accra. Withheld result. NAPO question.
Initially, with only 5,000 results. By the time I hear placement, number releasing nearly 3,000 of them. 1,600 results of releasing. Now, any fault from time immemorial, you cancel whole school's results.
Yes.
Because you're saying Kobuki, now Kobukia. For
them, no, what happens? One messing at Trubio.
You try results about only or incomplete results.
You have to write again. Okay, we said 3 years in a row.
But again, before I finish, in 2017, the president gave an order we are following.
Okay.
Obia Ofeli English, nya maths, the placement, or right to go back to the school for another year for free.
Or no any school?
No, school no coin for another year for free.
Oh, really?
Yes. Or years I'll stay with chairman.
And that's a way it's news to some of us.
Oh, last year they announced here. We are continuing.
Okay. Well, it's 3 years in a row, and calamity befalls this placement system every single year. Instead of the NPP to accept their incompetence and seek for stakeholders' opinion, they are in a denial and messing up with parents and our future generation. Hello, NPP. Your way cannot always be right.
Obi.
Be humble and seek for help. Tai in Finland. And former president are calling for stakeholders.
Stakeholders meeting between why and why. Ghana Education Service for me. The core Ghana Education Service Council. Stakeholders.
Yes.
They manage CSSPS. CHAS, a subsidiary of Ghana Education Service. I maintain a bit of stakeholders. That's why I can't give an answer. But what I'm saying is that stakeholders have never managed the CSSPS since Kufuor's time.
No, but not just CSSPS. I think what the former president is calling for. No?
Former president
Mahama said making.
In 4 years of his reign, the stakeholder meeting bed of Frey, Kamichemi.
So with that experience,
to our first stakeholders. And also Okasako between Kemi, this is a former president. And you're the guy. It's a stakeholder. The president, Ron is the president Kufuor, carry President Kufuor. President Mahama on the car, you or say how dare you so no president or car some schoolboy head prefect crowd you be that. See or better key advice free Rollins Kufuor because at least one a president that. It is stakeholders conference. So Mahama or the one the bay.
I will say criticism for criticizing your difference. I would G amount for a drink.
Yeah, G amount for
perfect the system
in almost all ways. That is the reason why last year you improved the system. No, this year you are placing 90% of the students as we speak. Which system? And that from 2005, they see that they ain't better. Me catch you said last year, Independence Square.
Yeah.
DCNC because encophobia, the dream body phobia, the deeper to cause problems. Obi,
but I will say it without any shred of evidence. Now evidence.
Me catch you said, by the way.
Because the honorable minister is making a serious allegation.
I'm not. It's just an allegation. Over we have bombast numbers.
And you're where?
They be member. Say you pay any.
Yes, I will come to Musadia.
See saying on a
we did that channel. Waba. Uchaba na ujina.
Oh no, na me person me busa. Yeah, no the questions there but I'm person
questions. I want to go for control questions but that's how we busa me so.
No problem. Me busa sa me honorable. Enra yɛnyina yɛhu deɛ ɛsi wɔ independence square
obi
no sɛ memusa question no memusa question no enti sɛ nipa ne bɔ pee so saa no because there was a stampede was there no way anke bɛtumi ma ayɛ dignifying kakra sɛ because ɛyɛ gidigidi do
gidigidi no ɛyɛ CSSPS for the kɔyɛ gidigidi no nipa kyɛ obi so aso
no.
Instead of any chief police for
yes.
So be ended like
yes.
Instead of the police for them.
But it is more dignifying today with the same numbers. Possibly.
Because among more by no police. Because you said Nura, the Paboni for the framework, you be on Jimendi. Last year, I just say, and then you say,
the
same. I mean, me kind of the actual, Obi, me kind. Can be this me yes, so me yeah. But we can't take a natural. The Nkrofobi send the command callers. So kind check on.
You could see saying on Asempa FM.
Yeah, now some be ha. Ubusa say enti ya hu. Ya just say ya next. Anyway, see the trend send the be within your natural. I say first one. I say. Who's all radio so Eddie Focus.
Although
the placements to NDC communicators, although the placements have been 75% to 80% successful, what took place today has derailed the gains, and that should be our main point. The blame should be at the doorsteps of the Ministry of Education for failing to supervise the placement process well. Western and northern areas communicators are to hit hard at the ministry. Greater Accra and Ashanti are to talk about the placement secretariat. Further directives will be issued at the appropriate time. Papa will be the true.
But sir, this is something you could have written.
I mean, sure, I'm sure. Please, if we have this couple, are you going to Asempa today? Someone start the advert.
Yes.
Doctor, yesterday, some of the people who are the independent squad,
on
about 50% were passed by JDM. The agenda is to use it and see if they can let people go to forget about the issue in Kumasi.
Honorable says, and Wabo will be doing. Wabo will be doing, not just say it's a specific allegation at somebody. It will take you on, you can prove it.
No more Wakika will take you on. What does it mean? Be sure. Everyone body be crowd, now we know.
My main kind message is way Obi.
Now you answer your question, baby.
Obi busan a question.
Now, mistakes the program di.
Dabi any program. Me and me man.
So your program you are.
Yeah, o program.
O pa on friend na me run no busa because you.
Obi, I am Theophilus. Please ask the minister for me. When are newly trained teachers going to be posted? Okay, since we've done the online registration already, we say tell NAPO if the ministry is too hot for him, he should resign than to be blaming Mahama all the time. Nakote yes, from K to South. Eddie and thank you, Honorable NAPO. Communication. Sir, allow Eddie and Obi, please ask him about the issue at Infantepim over the weekend, and also if it's true their system was hacked that led to the wrongful placement. Nanaya Owusu appear acoustic or airport residential. I think the minister has spoken to that. We say Christopher from New York. My nephew has been placed at Konongo Dumase, and she went there, and her name
who placed the nephew at Konongo Dumase?
And CSSPS.
Also Kebi.
Only the choose of course we choose in the place. And she say the school gave her a form to fill out. After that, she said she was told to bring all then she needs, and she bought them and gave her dormitory, blah blah blah. Hey, that message Christopher in New York, your message is not very clear. We say, Obi, why won't the minister resign over what's happening? Emmanuel Anobel Ewa Presek in Medina.
They've been more pardon.
Saudi Jumane Beto.
The Odema me friend in there. Say Jumana or the man in the mean to be in Puma. Very better.
But because elsewhere in other countries, said you see Independence Square in this year, some people resign.
They are over 50 years.
This year, they had the best year.
Yes, in placements. Obunchemi, year cra. 1 week after placement, 90% of the students have been placed in school. Let Ubia, so friends say if we are tab watching.
Yeah.
Because I said no places say how many times I'm not in the ranks.
Ekosi saying Sunehaya Sempa FM 43 minutes after 3. Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe was studio. How we say? Okay. Let me see. Let me read some few. Now, wrap up. We say, good afternoon, Obi. The current pictures from the Independence Square indicate that the place is calm and collected now. The question then is, what has really changed? Clearly, as the Honorable Minister Napo said, yesterday's placement brouhaha was somewhat staged by some diabolic element to create a bad impression. Indeed, I would choose expanding current educational systems over building new but limited schools in inaccessible areas. At least I am a proud beneficiary of Kufuor's government's model school concept, the Anglican Secondary School Supercars in Kumasi. Kweku Jesse speaks for the one district, one factory secretariat. Okay, Paul De Suso, Massachusetts in the US of A. Osi Obi, is Honorable Opoku Prempe saying that there are people who are behind and engineering those parents to just make his ministry look bad? Obi, tell the minister to take Ghanaians a bit serious and give some respect to those parents who are doing what every parent will do to get their awards placed in a secondary school. It's sad to be hearing the minister they're doing propaganda instead of him taking total responsibility and address the difficulties that have arisen. Thank you. Thank you to Paul de Suso.
President Ipakrotia says, and running the things the sign.
Okay.
Other than anybody move us. Mankasa, Obia Oba, Obia Dinia, some Sadam Kai.
Osi Ebinom. We say, please, this is my question. Ask the minister. Is he trying to separate senior members of the public universities? This is because all governments used to negotiate with joint senior members, thus UTAG and then GAUA. But Honorable NAPO has negotiated with only UTAG, and there is agitation in the universities. He seems to give ears to the lecturers more than the other staff of the university community. I've stopped listening to radio, but I'll listen to him today.
Honorable. The credit say Ubiani government negotiating. Ubiako fair wages and salaries, and the code negotiating. So we are invited
as a ministry. And a fair wages and only UTAG and Kwan and negotiate.
UTAG they do massive. In fact, so we can clear under President Kufo we had last negotiation. It was UTAG alone that negotiated. This time round, UTAG they did propose a call for negotiating. In fact, we have a joint permanent negotiating team of all unions. Only they are by share over 12% increment.
Yes.
All the unions, UTAG, TEWU, everybody is part of the joint because of the single salary structure. That is a permanent negotiation table. What does it got to do with the ministry? What does it got to do with the ministry? The UTAG went to negotiate on some allowances that their members have. And they went to fair wages. So if there is a body that has a mandate to negotiate for its staff, I thought that's what unionism is about. Where should they go? They don't even have to come to my ministry. Since we set up the fair wages and salary commission, you don't have to come to my ministry to negotiate your salary or your remuneration or your conditions of service.
Honorable, and I believe Sir Nipani 8 he's satisfied with the response. I'm not too familiar with Omu issues, but I hope so. Or you're satisfied. Honorable, KNUST now overhaul being. Honorable Napo Mabusa was a moon.
Only me.
Yeah, Mr. KNUST now or Conti.
Yes.
When him say yeah, Joe membership a few in some.
Bureau University membership NDA.
And you want alumnus.
We are alumnus of KNUST.
That's how we are a hall, proud member of that hall.
I've always been a proud member for my time I spent in the hall.
After school, no, you are no longer.
I've never been into any Conti meeting or anything. Because we didn't say we miss our.
In the Omagas where you were free man how?
Everyone.
But in that statement we issue, now when him say 3 halls, now they were at the center of the controversy. Why did you only single out Katanga?
There was a problem, and the government addressed a problem. All those that were arrested, all those who were flying, all those who were from Katanga. So government made it point to the university councils, not government that decides. That we disagree with the whole conversion policy. Read the letter. And we cited other halls in other universities that are single-sex halls. Maybe people should read the letter well. But something had precipitated the letter.
And Salatan was to address a specific problem.
That was referred to the university council that look at your conversion policy.
And the intent was not just to fix Katanga, but all the other.
I don't know how people read the letters, so I can't tell. But
no,
the members of the university council who contacted me are all in one mind. That's a
conversion policy.
Because where they Katanga at the university council. What's the How are you going to do that? And you addressed an issue through a policy that a group has risen against the policy. You have to use that group to go back to the policy and say this policy is not working.
You could see saying on
So the people who
Asempa
put the
FM.
policy together, government's position is that we have a review of your policy. I just want to tell you.
Yes.
Say, cause they both in any university or so bunka. So the reason.
Yes.
Your boreholes were University of Ghana, and your boreholes were University of Cape Coast. What did you say?
Oka on live radio say we a school na we break ties with the hall.
You say that. Oh, now you see words.
Now can they?
You see again.
What's we a school na onye member be of conti. And I'm a man to
we repeat it. Ode bo bio. Mika. Ne bo. Ne mika. Bo de mika. Person can say we shemado. Person chat ayi bi di shemado.
Now
obi that dem nim so tisao.
Now say then.
Me say we a school and be free continental.
Yes.
Be free unity hall.
Yes.
Be free unity hall 2 years before I left. Because Vaco hall ewo Konfalochi.
Okay.
Yeah. Be an old student also, be an old person also Vaco hall as well. That's what I said. But more importantly, I'm an alumni, not of a hall, of a university.